We have no idea what rank this is.
No idea. It's the old... This is a pre-patch.
Bronze until proven otherwise.
Okay. Here we go.
There we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm MaximusBlack. You already
and
know that
I am Novawar.
And we are bringing you a normal game.
What the fuck?
We are in a custom game.
Oh, I think this might have been the tournament game. I think one of the games that were sent in this week was during like some tournament thing.
All right, Adam, I want you to hit me up with the noise you make of UPS dropping off your package.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Can you please elaborate
on
that? Because I'm a little confused.
Because that fucking dipstick, bag of hammers, lazy ass motherfucker, oxygen thief, who had to have been dropped on their head as a child, so it's a surprise that they can drive the UPS truck, did not knock, did not ring the doorbell, and at 7:45 in the evening, pitch black rainstorm, left a $500 stand mixer on my front porch and walked away. Now, it's a tale of retards everywhere, because on Amazon, I had marked that as a gift.
Oh.
They're supposed to cover up shit so that
people don't see.
Should it arrive when the people that it's meant for are here, they don't get to see what it is. It's marked for a gift. There was no warnings to say otherwise that it wasn't going to be done. Even paid for rush shipping to get it here because I knew Natalie was working every one of the weekdays and then had the weekend off. And that doesn't always happen. Sometimes she has a day off in the middle of the week, but this wasn't the case.
So you had this. You had the shit.
I had this figured out. I had this shit figured out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm told by UPS and by Amazon it's going to be here Thursday. Not by Thursday. It was going to be here
on
Thursday because it was rushed 2-day shipping. It wasn't supposed to get here any faster than that. This is going to be here Thursday. I was like, perfect, amazing. Wednesday night, 7:45, apparently, is when they showed up, dropped that bad boy off. Amazon didn't do anything. They sent it just the box that it comes in. It says KitchenAid right. We can't show this on webcam, but look.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
KitchenAid stand mixers. It is literally.
I can see it.
The retail box.
It says KitchenAid right on there in big black font.
Model number and everything.
Yep.
And since I was up here, Natalie walks in at 9:45. 2 hours later or whatever after it's been dropped off. And she's looking awfully almost a little pensive to be walking into the room right now. And I was like, okay, what the fuck just happened? I was like, something's gone down. She's being a little...
Things are weird.
Things are weird right now.
Something sketchy happened.
She walks in and she's like, there might have been a box on the doorstep, and I think it was for me, but I don't think I was supposed to see it. And I was streaming at the time, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me right now. And I just took a deep breath.
Yeah. And
I went downstairs, and sure enough, there's the box, just soaking, wringing wet.
Oh.
And I was like...
In the rain?
It was a rainstorm, dude. Wednesday night. It was a fucking massive rainstorm we had.
Oh, fuck.
I came upstairs and I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
You drop it off when you're home?
Yes! I was here all day! I never left! And in fact, I was up here in my office, but the door's open. I can hear a pin drop outside from this office.
Yeah.
Never missed a delivery in my life. And I was playing Heroes of the Storm, which coincidentally at the time was broken. The sound wasn't even working. So I was playing in complete silence. The whole day.
Wow.
Nothing. I didn't even hear him walk onto the doorstep, so he fucking ninja'd that shit onto the fucking doorstep. Didn't knock, didn't ring. Amazon doesn't require a signature unless it's $1,400 or more.
14.
And UPS, who is fucking... Now, before I have a bunch of people go, man, my brother is a UPS driver, and it's Christmas time, and it's really fucking hard. He's working 14 hours a day, and they just make him fucking deliver packages, and if he doesn't get done on time, he's gonna get fired, or he's not gonna get his Christmas bonus. It's really fuck. No. Okay, look, I know every UPS driver in Halifax because I've ordered so much shit now that I literally know every UPS. There are some of them that are great.
Oh, the one that comes to my house, he brings dog treats to every house he's at, and he gives dog treats.
There are lots of great. There are also complete cocksuckers that everybody knows, UPS specifically, seems to have this fucking thing where if they don't need a signature, they don't even bother to knock or ring a doorbell. They just drop it and leave. There's zero fucks given. Like
that's aggressive, man.
Okay, now I understand there's time pressures, but if you ring the doorbell and knock a few times and then you walk away because there's no signature, at least I can go down to the door and get the fucking package.
Yeah.
Why in the shit could you not take the extra 4 seconds to knock and ring the doorbell? The car's in the driveway. The lights are on in the fucking house.
Yep.
Somebody is very likely there.
Yep.
You're getting paid way too much money for the job you're doing.
Yep.
Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. It's a very simple job. You drive around Halifax, which I can walk across in 1 hour. You don't have... Maybe if you're in a major city center somewhere, UPS guys have it particularly hard. Fuck off here in Halifax. This has got to be the easiest job in the world. You're getting paid great money. You get great bonuses, amazing benefits. UPS drivers get fucking loaded up with that shit.
You let him know, Adam.
And he didn't even do the fucking simplest part of the job, which is... ring doorbell.
Well, you would think that you've got to be mentally, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Handicapped.
Okay.
Which is basically these guys.
I mean, you would think if you just open up your fucking eyes for a second and you just actually look at the box and you see KitchenAid on there, all right, and it's a big ass box.
Yeah, you're like, this is a little expensive.
This is probably not $20.
No.
Chances are this is hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
And in some cases, thousands of dollars, depending on what kind of model you get. And you decide you're going to leave a cardboard box in a storm before Christmas.
Oh, he half draped they have to like half drape this like really thin plasticky thing over it, but because it was windy and he didn't like tuck it under the bottom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Only half the box was covered.
So you mean to tell me that you see a KitchenAid that is hundreds of dollars, if not up to thousands of dollars, and you decide you are going to leave it outside with the cars in the driveway in a fucking storm, but it's okay because you're gonna put a small little drizzle of a drape on top of the box because that's going to save it.
That's pretty much that's thought process.
Cool. Yeah, okay, cool. That's wonderful.
All right,
that's great.
Here's who I already know who it is, because again, there's only so many UPS drivers here in the city.
Is he black?
Right? No, he's not black.
Good.
But I know it's the same motherfucker who did this before. I had a Newegg order. This one requires a signature because all Newegg packages, pretty much, very few, don't require signatures. Pretty much all of them require signatures. So this shows up. I'm putting my shoes on to go to the gym. Okay, this was when I was still going to the gym. This was a few months ago now. So I'm sitting on the steps leading down to the door. All right, I'm putting my shoes on. And I'm just about to stand up, and then I look up and I see the guy walking towards my door. I'm like, oh, the package is here.
Nice.
He tosses it onto the doorstep. He turns around and he half jogs back to the car.
Whoa.
Half jog.
He was running.
He was running.
He was running.
I opened the door and I was like, bro. Where are you going? And he stops mid-run, and he's like, he didn't turn around yet. He just literally stopped mid-run. He turned around.
He caught me.
He was like,
that's
fuck.
what he was thinking.
He's like, fuck yeah, oh shit. He was actually fuck. Then he comes back and he's like, oh, I had to get the pen thing for had to get that.
Full of shit. That's what he's full of.
Didn't knock, didn't ring, threw it on the doorstep, half jogged back. I know it was that stupid motherfucker.
It was him. Lazy. Is he young?
Yeah, I would put him in his early 30s.
He doesn't appreciate his job, Adam. You should write him up.
He doesn't appreciate
You should make a letter.
No.
You know what I saw? I was on YouTube. You know, it's a great place, and there was this video of a UPS guy. He had this box of electronics, like I assume it was computer parts.
Oh, it's the one where you just toss it
and
over
he
the
literally
wall.
tosses it, and the box is like fucking rolling down the driveway, and he just drives away. He doesn't even get out of his van.
No.
He just chucks it.
Just tosses it. Just tosses it.
And there's a cam, like the house has cameras, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they just see the whole thing. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did you just throw that box?
FedEx has guys that do that too and everything, but UPS specifically has like a really, like, there seems to be a higher population of UPS guys that do it than any other, like here in Canada anyway, here in Halifax, FedEx has been god tier for me. Anytime that I've had FedEx delivered, it's been beautiful. Anytime that Purelator delivers, god tier. Purelator is the best out of all of them. Unfortunately, the one that's getting snuffed out by the fucking big brown shit box, UPS. UPS is the worst, but they're just doing everything and undercutting everybody and coming up out of fucking America to take over all of the shit here in Canada and do a shitty job at it. Fuck you.
Dude, when my CPU broke and I went to UPS to send it out, alright, they had to package it.
Yeah.
They charged me, alright guys, for a piece of cardboard, alright, the size of my hand.
$20?
$9.99
Ah!
for packaging. It was literally a piece of cardboard. $10.
Yeah.
I had to pay. I was tempted to go home, grab a box, come back, and say, here you go.
To the last shipment I made, to put a box inside of a slightly bigger box, it's $20.
Yeah, that's craziness. That's actually, no wonder they're rich.
Yeah.
No wonder they're rich.
It's fucking retarded. But like
So basically what you're saying.
I can appreciate that there are good drivers out there. Jeff knows them. I know them here in the city.
Dude, one of them gives my dog treats. He comes to the door and he feeds him treats.
But let's be fucking real. There are a disproportionate number of fucking drivers that are lazy as shit, that just fly around doing their job half-assed.
Yep.
It just fucking happens.
If I have to make the comparison, it's like the milkman. You know, some of them show up on time. They're forgiving if you don't have the money this week, but other ones are fucking your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what this guy was doing to you. You know, and now you have no surprise for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I have a backup. But it's just costing me more money because I had to buy another gift.
Well, there you go. So you had to get more money, or now the backup gift is now the big surprise.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, UPS. Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for ruining my Christmas.
I can't. You don't even understand how little. It's almost like and this has actually been a pretty good game. It's unfortunate that we've been talking about this whole time.
No, this is a matter that needs to be discussed.
Okay, all right.
It's a matter that needs to be discussed.
I'm just waiting for people to fucking cry about it. Whatever. Okay,
It's LAGTV, all right?
That's true.
This is a matter that needs to be discussed.
So I rank this shit up there with the bus drivers, public transit, that complained about their pay and their working conditions.
Dude, they
right?
start at like 55 grand a year, for Christ's
that's
sake.
the best part. That's the best part, is that to be a fucking bus driver, okay? They make, here in Halifax, to start, $50,000 a year.
Let's start.
Okay, that's to start. To drive a bus around Halifax.
Qualifications? You need to have ass cheeks to sit down.
Qualifications is literally high school. So you can go. They were complaining about not getting paid enough, by the way, here in Halifax. Here, was it last year or the year before?
I mean, they do deal with some shit. I mean, it's public transportation.
Who gives a fuck? It's public transportation.
But I
People
understand.
deal with
They're
shit
not
everywhere.
They're not getting paid 30 grand a year. They're getting paid $50,000+.
plus all of it. They're unionized, so they have their shit covered. Benefits, everything is god tier. Leaving high school, I could go. I went to university, and I busted my balls, graduated near top of the class. And if I were to walk into a position, the first thing that I get is between $32,500 and $40,000.
Yep.
With like next to no benefits. They get like mad good
Did anybody ever tell you that school's overrated, bro?
Like, just the thought that they could complain about that. Their job is literally driving.
You know why they complain, Adam? Because they're unionized. And people in the union like to complain because if they make a stink, usually the union just gives in and gives them what they want. For Christ's sake, they went on a metro transit strike for like 2 months. and the whole city pretty much fucking shut down because these guys wanted more money.
Yeah.
So everybody and their dog had to like suffer. The only ones that were staying open, and even they diminished, was like the handicap buses that take people, like actual
to the
hospital.
Yeah, that was
and
it.
they were even running low.
Yeah, that was it.
And it was only because the world was like, you want it? Yeah, you want to do that, do you? You want to do that? And they're like, okay, all right. Well, we'll take the dying to the hospital. But besides that, you're fucked. I mean, the taxis were loving it.
Oh, the taxis made mad money.
Oh, if you were a taxi driver there, you were making well over 50 grand a year.
Oh,
you were just swimming in money.
Fat money. But I mean, this isn't even like they're not even like there are some jobs where you're just driving for a living that aren't easy. Like being a transport driver is one of the hardest jobs in the world. Okay? Being a bus driver is like on the rank, not even like taxi service, like low tier in terms of difficulty. And yet they still fucking complain about it. That's like this, I equate that to this, where it's like you are getting paid, starting as a UPS driver, as far as I know, you are getting paid like, I think it's $40,000 a year. Okay? Starting. But by the time you factor in a lot of the overtime that you end up working and get offered, plus the bonuses that UPS drivers get.
It's a nice bonus.
They get somewhere in the neighborhood of, I was just talking, actually one of the people that were on stream while this was happening is a UPS driver. So this is where I got this information from. Okay? And he was like, that guy's a cocksucker, right? Because it gives him a bad name. Right?
All right.
And he was like, but by the time you factor in all that, he was like, we get paid so much money and get so many benefits and live such a great life for driving a fucking truck that if you can't ring the doorbell or knock on the damn door,
especially during Christmas time.
I mean, fuck off.
I mean, it's Christmas time.
Fuck, I'm gonna let you know right now.
You've got a KitchenAid.
He lucked out because you see this top little package here?
Yep.
I thought that was gonna come UPS as well, like the next day. That goes with this.
Okay.
So I thought that was gonna come too, and I was gonna be like, that it'll be the same driver, right? It would have been the same driver.
Oh yeah.
But it showed up in like it was the mailbox instead, because I was no joke,
You're gonna
dude.
say something? You're gonna say something?
He was gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, I would have told him straight up. I would have told him straight up. Yo, this is what I would have said to him if I was you. I'd have been like, yo, bro, listen. All right, I've got a black friend. He comes over once a week. All right, we record a thing called LAGTV. You don't know what that is? Probably not, because you're a loser. All right, but let me tell you something, UPS. All right, I've got something for you. It's called go fuck yourself. And if you drop my KitchenAid again, all right, I'm gonna knock you out right here, right now. All right, I'm gonna take your lifeless body. I'm gonna put you in that fucking blender. All right, I'm gonna chop you up and grind you up. And I'm gonna put you in my protein shake. I'm gonna drink you. And then I'm going to shit you out. And then I'm going to flush you down the Halifax Harbor where there's more shit. All right? And then these little tiny shit fucking fish that eat shit are going to eat you, and then they're going to shit. All right? And that little shit's going to go to the bottom of the harbor where lobster will then be eating you shit, which is now you. You're like shit. All right? All right?
That's multiple layers.
And then some Sambro guy, all right, is going to fish you out, okay? It's going to catch you because you're a lobster now. You went in, you're in the lobster's belly, all right, you piece of shit, all right? And then they're going to sell you for like $3 a pound, all right? And then that black guy that I was telling you about earlier, he's going to buy you because he really likes lobster and it's that time of the year. He gets lobster every year around this time, okay? He's going to buy you, all right? And then he's going to put that lobster on his kitchen floor. And his dog Thor is going to fuck with you because it's something fun and you move around inside this lobster, okay? Until eventually that lobster hits my dog, like with his little pinchers, all right? And then Thor cries and runs in the corner because he's a little bitch dog. And then Jeff, my black friend, the guy I was telling you about earlier, he's going to get angry at that lobster for hurting his dog because he loves his dog very much. And he's going to put you in the sink without water, and he's just going to watch you slowly die. But he's not going to wait till you die, because if a lobster's dead before it goes in, it's just not as good. But just before you were lifeless inside this lobster, well, you're a piece of shit, but before this lobster is lifeless, he's going to put you in a nice big boiling pot of hot water. He's going to watch that lobster turn orangish, pinkish, until it's just enough where he can take his little antennas and just pluck it. And once that antenna plucks off, he knows that the lobster is cooked. Okay? And then he's going to take that lobster out and he's going to break off the claws. He's going to snap it in half, crack the tail open. But he's going to leave the middle part. You know why? Because that's where the shit is. And that's where you are, you piece of shit. Did I already tell you that's what you were? All right? and he's not going to eat you. And what he's going to do with that is he's going to throw it in the garbage. And since he lives right beside the woods, the raccoons are going to come out. And they're going to knock over that garbage can. They're going to rip out the fucking bag, making Jeff pick up all of the fucking loose ends. And he's now angry. And that raccoon is going to eat that little inside shit stomach part where you are currently in that lobster. And then that raccoon is going to scurry away. And that angry black guy that I told you about earlier, he's going to go to Canadian Tire and he's going to buy a raccoon trap. And he's going to set that up right beside the garbage. And he's going to eat lobster again at some point because that's time of the year and he likes it. And some other UPS douchebag will be inside that lobster, but that's not the point I'm making here. He's going to then put that stomach inside that trap. And since that raccoon actually loves the taste of shit, that raccoon is going to go inside that trap and then get caught. And then that black guy that I told you about earlier, the same one, he's going to take that trap and that raccoon and he's going to bash its skull in with a rock. For all the times that fucking raccoon decided to break open those garbage bags and make you fucking pick up all that garbage. And I had to make another trip to Walmart to get gloves because I didn't have any garbage gloves. I'm not going to pick that up with my bare hands. So I'm angry now.
No.
Okay?
No,
all right?
rabies.
So he's going to bash the skull in of this godforsaken pest. And that raccoon is no longer going to be able to shit you out because it's dead. And its bodily functions aren't working. Well, they still work a little bit afterwards, but you haven't been digested enough for that to actually take place. So now you are going to rot inside that piece of shit raccoon where you will stay forever.
Can I be part of this for a second?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going to come back after you've so unceremoniously squashed the head of this raccoon with a rock. Mm-hmm. And it's just basically there to rot forever. Mm-hmm. I'm going to speed up the process. Okay, I'm going to come over. I'm going to light that on fire. Mm-hmm. Okay, mm-hmm. And then I'm going to piss on the ashes. Mm-hmm. And we'll leave it at that.
Done.
That's good.
That's done.
I think that's good. I think that's fair punishment. You know, potato, it's pretty much apples to apples on that. He fucked up my package. He goes through 4 or 5 stomachs of animals and eventually gets his life force crushed, burned, and pissed on. I mean, I think that's a pretty good...
It's a fair trade.
I think it's a fair trade.
It's a fair trade.
You know, it's 50-50.
It's a fair trade.
It's 50-50.
So, well, guys, hit that like button.
Starcraft happened.
It was actually a really good game.
It was. It's unfortunate that we had to do all that.
But, we had to attend to certain matters. Something needed to be discussed here, and I'm happy we got that out of our system.
But well done to Nas to winning that game.
Yes.
Well done.
I didn't even look at the names this game.
Both gentlemen did very well. Some decent micro in there for sure from what I saw. Definitely one of the higher end games that we've got a chance to cast here. And I use the word cast very loosely.
Podcast here.
Very loosely.
Yeah.
But very good game. Thank you for sending that.
You know what this has kind of turned into? Well, it's always been this way.
It's kind of like a roulette if you're going to get casted or if you're just going to have your game talked over at this point.
Yes, exactly. But we've kind of turned into those videos that I fucking hate on YouTube, of those Call of Duty videos where people are just playing Call of Duty, but they're just talking about real life shit.
Yeah.
We're sort of that, but Starcraft version.
We've gotten there.
Yeah. So
that's unfortunate.
It is, but hopefully our topics are better.
Yeah. I mean, I think personally, discussing the life of a UPS driver post-mortem is definitely up there on things that, we're not talking about necessarily. We already talked about what we ate for breakfast. So.
Yeah, we did. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, hit that like button if you did, and if you really love us, you'll subscribe and share this all over the world, because why not? Spread the word about UPS and let them know this is what happens when you leave a KitchenAid outside in the rain, you lazy bastard.